like to share with you a lot of love and a lot of joy and totally boundless for our Gurudeva, and how limited we are actually in how much we give and how expansive he is with what he gives back to us, and how we should, or at least one should always remember the grace that comes to us. I'd just like to read something from God's Watchman to start with. The need of a guru. People who are still locked up in the cage of ego often view the prospect of having a guru as a threat to their personal freedom. They don't realize that freedom is exactly what they don't have at present. The guru's role is to open the door of the cage. If a disciple, finding himself still attached to limitation, cries, "Leave me alone, I like my nice little nest of pleasures and desires," the guru won't insist. He will simply say, "I came because you called me, otherwise I would not have troubled you. It wasn't my need that brought me, it was your need. So until you call me again, I will wait." Accepting a guru isn't the assumption of a burden. It isn't a menace to a person's free will and happiness. It is the greatest blessing that you or anyone can possibly have in this world. Incarnations of good karma are required to attract the help of a true guru. God seeks the seeker in direct guidance at first, through books and lesser teachers. Only then the desire for him is very strong. And then he does send help in the form of a self-realized guru. It is no favor to the guru if the student accepts him. Rather, the student must have prayed very hard in this lifetime and in former lives to have earned so great a blessing. It isn't that you need to go out looking for the guru. The Lord will send him to you, or else draw you to him when you are spiritually ready. I would like to share a story, a personal story, which happened to me last year, as to how limited I was in my prayers. Being a single mother, I had, and a young adult daughter, I had her going to America or wherever Guru would take her to study. I had a limited source of income which I inherited from a brother who passed on. We together struggled a lot in terms of trying to get the right college that would give her the admission, which was totally based on being a scholarship, and which of course limited things totally, because the way the economy in the US was, they were not really giving much aid to Indian students. Anyway, the long and short of it is that we applied together with a lot of hard work to 10 universities, and the letters kept coming in. The first one was a reject. "I'm sorry, we are very happy, we send you a great future ahead, but we cannot give you any aid." Now I just had a certain amount of money that would give her an aid of about 50%. And I remember when I was filling those forms, and you had to put down your income, and my income was in 1 year would be one term of the 8 terms that she had. So it was a joke. I'm sure at the other end, when it went to the administration, they must have laughed and said that, how is this possible? How can anybody earn so little and expect so much? So the second letter came, reject. The third, the same. Fourth, fifth, sixth. My conviction was so strong to Divine Mother. I kept praying. I said, "You have to do something. I know in my heart that she has to go to America, but I don't know how this is going to happen." I didn't want to have any support from anybody. Everybody thought I was a bit mad, sending her so far away when she'd been living with us. The 10th letter came, and she got accepted. She got accepted for exactly the amount of money I had. Whew. Then everybody who was sort of angry around me, which is of course the usual physical family and all those burdens and attachments we have, they suddenly just sobered down and kept quiet and said, "That's wonderful, she's got into a university in America." So off we went off. There, she had her physical challenges and the whole thing of all kinds of things were happening. But the blessings didn't stop there, because Divine Mother made sure that there was a spiritual director in the college. There was a rabbi, there was an imam, there was a minister. Sarojini now is studying ancient religions of the world. She's going to Shabbat dinners on Friday, and she's in the Midwest, which is not on the East Coast or the West Coast. It's corn country. It's called a little jewel in the prairie, and she's actually living in a community in a very small college of 400 people. They recycle everything. They are totally organic. They're living like one family. And I think it's the best place for her. So my prayer was just for her to go into a university, but every little step that came into the whole thing was beyond the limits that I could even think of. And which is why I just want to say thank you. And I would like to finish off with just a short reading. So this is what Master says. We have to be disciples as much at the end of the path as we are at the beginning. Once Master said to Rajashree, his most advanced disciple, who had already attained Nirvikalpa Samadhi, "Don't forget where your power comes from." Though he was a multimillionaire, as well as a highly advanced yogi, Rajashree said, "Just like a little boy, I won't master. It comes from you."